The Brothers Grail acknowledges the Bindal and Wulgarukaba people of North Queensland and the Wurundjeri people of Melbourne, the traditional owners of the land we record on today. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and future. We also recognise that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders have been custodians of the land, rivers and seas for at least 65,000 years, and were the first storytellers. So, hello again. Here we are, Brothers Grail. This is a weird introduction because we've just literally finished recording the previous episode and we're not really technically starting again, but we're starting again as far as the meat sacrifice is concerned. So the captain just asked how we were traveling against our friends, the Yazidis. Hello, Captain.
Hey, mate.
So I had a real quick look not too long ago. I think we're up to 300 or 320 or something last time I looked, but we're now up to 370 listens. So still quite a way off of the 4,000 or whatever it was. But so, yeah, we're a little way off, but we're fucking coming. We're coming. And so the Kebevan did invite a new listener and he refrained from telling that particular story. But hello, Kebevan.
Hello. Yeah, I'm not a storyteller. I'm a tangent storyteller that ends up telling you stupid things you don't want to hear. And then people tell me to shut up.
All right. So someone was discussing religion with someone else.
Yep.
And you went, we're reading the Bible.
And they're like, tell me more. And I told them the Brothers Grail. And I don't actually know what we're on apart from Spotify. So
yeah, Spotify. Oh, well, and I didn't do that last episode, but Spotify, Apple. I think we're on, I don't know, there's a heap of options through that Podbean Mob Listener and Heart something. And so we're on quite a few things. But not on YouTube because the boys didn't want to show their faces. That's why we have the little
gnomes.
The little gnome characters.
Are they dwarves or gnomes?
I don't know. AI art did it. I don't know.
Dwarves are more manly. We're definitely dwarves.
We're bearded dwarves.
You reckon any of them, they're not silver, but do you reckon any of them are the cup of divination?
The grail of divination.
Yeah.
The golden grail of
Brothers
divination.
Grail.
We're better. We've got a better fucking cup than Joseph, which leads
what
us
does
into...
the Brothers Grail do?
Hey?
What does the Brothers Grail do? It's power.
We misunderstand the Bible. That's our power.
And it helps to forget everyone's name.
Yes, it does. Yeah. And it helps the captain not listen while I'm reading the Bible. He doesn't listen at all, which means...
Sometimes I just forget, mate.
So I'm going to ask, just a spur of the moment, I'm going to ask the captain to recap because we just literally did this 1 hour ago.
While he told you he didn't listen.
He wasn't listening.
The one you wanted.
So, Captain...
No, so I'm going to go with the theory of Joseph's divination scam.
Yeah. Oh, you're just going to go to, this is where we finished with our rant and you're going to summarize your opinion of what... Okay, good. Go. Sorry.
So he's quitting the story straight up. He's starting at the end and then he's going to fill in the middle.
He is.
No, I'm actually not going to do that. I'll do what I was tasked. No, it was basically Joseph tricked them into thinking he didn't know who they were, his brothers, who had come begging for food. And then he said, if you want some food, you got to do some annoying movement stuff with family members.
Movement stuff?
If you don't do it right.
I'm going to hang on to one of your brothers.
Go back, pick up kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when they came back, they had a feast. And then he openly wept to them in bread. Then he openly wept in front of them saying, I tricked you. I was your brother all along. That
you missed out on one whole
sold into slavery.
Trick.
Yeah, but that part was pointless.
It was pointless. You're right.
Which bit?
How he sent them away and then brought them back straight away.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a pointless fucking.
Yeah, that part was pointless. I was trying to cut the section.
I might cut that out. I might cut that out, Captain, which means your fucking our recap will be make no sense, and I won't get to the editing of this point before I do the editing of the last point, which then in a circle of
You can't
butterfly
cut out the reading.
I don't know.
There was a whole point where you walked away and me and the captain chatted for like 15, 20 minutes.
I might steal some of that too.
So
Some of your secrets. I'm going to put some of your secrets out to the world.
And then we talked about
not my
charts for a
secrets.
while.
There was some good, useful charting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you trying to get me to recap every element of last episode, including the chart?
No, you did a good recap. I think you missed the recurring sack reference that I think you boys found a little humorous, and how they emptied their sacks.
Oh, it was barely humorous though.
Well, yeah, there wasn't much to go on the last one, was there?
No, it was a shit. That's why I was trying to chew through it. Like the benefit of us doing these episodes back to back is that we remember what happened. So, because the listeners probably remember better than we do.
So you recapped an hour and a half worth of reading in 5 minutes or less.
Oh, 30
way
seconds,
less,
if
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I reckon you recapped it in
Yeah.
30 seconds.
But
Yeah. Which was probably the way it should have been told
Yeah,
originally.
100%.
but that's why you're reading it word by word so we can experience the full story.
The full experience.
The joy.
The back and forth of the family. But sorry, to finish my recap
Mhm.
before you rudely cut me off.
Okay.
He wept and revealed himself. Then because of that, the pharaoh gave the god family some land,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Did he? No.
Yeah, he gave him...
Quinn dog interjection. Hello there, Brothers Grail, meat sacrifice. Quinn God jumping in really, really quickly. And as a merciful and caring Quinn God, we did briefly jump into a discussion where the captain was pretty confident that the Pharaoh and Joseph had given some land of Egypt to the Jacob and the family. And I argued quite vociferously against that. The discussion included this. We know
clip.
that. We know that
they don't own. No, they just got a chunk of Egypt.
But Egypt, no, they don't. They don't get a chunk
They're
of
just
Egypt.
going to live in a nice spot, I think.
I don't know. We'll find out, I
Mate,
guess.
I want a Quindog interjection here where
Okay.
you say where the captain nailed it. That's
Okay.
right.
Noted. Or a
Yeah.
Quindog interjection that goes, no need for any oars there, Quindog. You need to swallow it and admit, and this will be the only time the captain was 100% right. The Pharaoh and Joseph gave them the land of Goshen, which did happen to be within Egypt. It was a triangular-shaped region towards the north of Egypt that they own and hold on to, and I think leads into our next story when we get there, which is Exodus. Quindog out ejection. I just in between episodes shot out, said hello to my helper who's looking after 1,000 kids and being a legend. And she said, and I poured myself a whiskey, and she said, "Don't do that." And I have stupidly not taken that advice.
You didn't heed the warning?
And a nice whiskey sitting beside me, and that leads me into...
It's only a Colin whiskey, though, not a Lewis whiskey.
Correct. Yes. It's not
I
filled to
can
the brim straight up. No, it's a normal size straight up. Yeah. Because I've been shouting out useful charts, I'm going to shout out Jimmy Jameson's because that's the whiskey of choice.
We'll
Yes,
just
I
start
agree.
pretending, sponsoring things that...
I've got a feeling. So it did occur to me a long, long time ago that if ever anybody ever listens to us and we do take down the Yazidis and then the next and then the next, maybe we'll make some money. And if so, if we ever did make money, which is seeming very unlikely, if we ever did make some money and I thought of advertising, I'd be like, no one is going to want to advertise on a show or on a podcast that we do shit on the Bible, not deliberately, not overtly, but
We shit on the
do
Bible.
shit on the Bible. And the only
We're calling all the heroes scammers.
yes, that's true.
But they deserve it because they are scamming.
And so
Yeah.
Jameson's being an Irish whiskey, I think Ireland is quite religious, and so I think that's very low
Yeah.
chance that Irish whiskey. I don't know if the useful charts. I get the impression that they're just fact based, and so maybe if we get big enough, maybe we'll get a plug out of them. But it did occur to me, useful charts. They're my favorite.
How much do you reckon they'd pay?
Well,
How much
nothing.
do you reckon they'd pay for a...
We're plugging them
Maybe
for
they
free.
can supply free charts to you.
Yeah,
Payment enough.
I'd take it. I'd take free chart. I did think if any company was ever possibly going to be comfortable advertising with a heathen type podcast, I thought maybe sex toys, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we could get a bit tricky
Like,
with,
if we can
you know,
get some free
Brat
free
floggers.
samples, that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
all right.
Look,
Sex
we
toy
all have a
company?
shrine that we need to add to.
If you're a sex toy company and you need some plug-in,
Yeah. We can plug.
we can plug.
We can plug.
Plug with the best of it.
From the front, from the back. We'll plug everywhere.
All angles.
Yeah.
All sizes.
Yeah.
All shapes.
All right. So let's move on to chapter 46.
Brothers Grail is so naughty. Chapter 46.
So Israel took his journey with all that he had, and he came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. So there's our
We're
sacrifices.
back to sacrifices.
Despite the fucking famine, is the famine that solved? They're just chopping up the meat.
That is a good point.
That is a
Captain.
very good point.
Yeah. God needs a sacrifice.
What is it like something small? What are we killing like a full
Doesn't
heifer?
say. Could be half
Just
a
the
turtle.
doves again.
Yeah. Then God spoke to Israel in the visions of the night and said, Jacob. Oh, hang on. Let me try something. Hang on.
I am God, the God of your father. Do not fear to go down to Egypt, for I will make of you a great nation there. I will go down with you to Egypt, and I will also surely bring you up again, and Joseph will put his hand on your eyes.
Did that work out okay?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Felt
And
powerful.
sorry, was he talking to Isaac then?
Yes. Isaac Israel.
Yeah, so he's
No, sorry. Jacob Israel.
Joseph, Jacob. I should remember them because they're confusing, is what I should remember. So yeah, he's still like, he hasn't forgotten about his previous hero and moved fully on to Joseph. He's gone back to Jacob a bit here.
Well, that's a good point because I don't think has he spoken directly like this to Joseph yet? He's still
Not that I know of.
He's still Israel's boy.
Just through divination.
Yeah.
But Joseph speaks like God talks to him like that. 'Cause
He does,
wasn't
eh?
Just last episode. Oh, mate, God has done this and God has done that, and he chose me to be the divine man or whatever.
Well, do you remember I think it was in the prison, he's like, dream readings for God, tell them to me.
Oh, so he just claimed that though.
Yeah, but true, maybe he didn't speak to God.
Great nation. I will go down with
He
you
must be.
to Egypt, hand on your eyes. Then Jacob arose from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried their father Jacob, their little ones, and their wives in the carts which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. So they took their livestock and their goods. Did they just say that? Livestock and their goods, and they had acquired in the land, which they had acquired in the land of Canaan, and went to Egypt. Jacob and all his descendants with him, his sons and his sons, and his daughters and descendants he brought with him to Egypt. Fuck.
He's not just bringing the hut; he's bringing like the nation in.
So did they sell their land, or did they just
It's-
up and piss off?
Yeah, I think option two. I reckon they've just gone, Pharaoh's called us, take everything. Here we come. We're the crazy family who's just going to take over.
Yeah, they've obviously left some people behind because they're spreading their people across the land.
I don't know.
They've just they've opened up a new file on like Sim City or whatever, and they're starting out the new town.
Did you say Sim City?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
This Pharaoh obviously
Yeah,
didn't
starting
talk
with
to any of the old pharaohs because he'd know that they've scammed them all,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't be bringing them in.
Yeah. Don't let this family anywhere near us. His sons, daughters, brought to Egypt. Now these were the names of the children of Israel. Jacob and his sons who went to Egypt. Reuben was Jacob's firstborn. Is this going to be a fucking genealogy chapter? The sons of the sons of Reuben were, fuck, I'm going to have to, in real time, I'm going to have to speed through this shit. Sons of Reuben were...
yeah, we won't talk. Just tell us when we can talk again.
Yeah, okay. Hanok, Pelo, Hezron, Carmi. Carmi's a cool name. Sons of Simeon were Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, blah, blah, blah. Son of Gava. The sons of Levi were wank, wank, wank. The sons of Judah were, nothing jumps out at being cool. And Onan died in the land of Canaan. I don't know why it said something like that, but one of Judah's sons died in the land of Canaan. Maybe it's because he cummed on the floor. Maybe that was that backstory. Dog injection. Right, you are there, Quinn Dog. Onan, while the wording just mentioned in this particular chapter said died in Canaan, the correct wording should have been that Onan was murdered in Canaan by God, because after being told by Dad Judah to come into Onan's dead brother's wife to prolong the family line, Onan didn't want to do that and therefore emitted on the ground. And the big G-O-D didn't like that and therefore murdered. Did a murder. Quinn Dog out of Jackson. Yeah. Sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Come here, Merari. Sons of Judah were blah, blah, blah.
You're doing that thing where it's just funny words.
Yeah. Sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. Sons of Issachar were blah, blah, blah. Sons of Zebulun were Sered, Elon. Oh, Elon. These were the sons of Leah, blah, blah, blah. Daughter Dinah, all the persons of Dinah. Sons of Gad were Ziphion. The sons of Rachel, Joseph in the land of Egypt was born Mazanah. Ephraim, Potipherah. The sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becca, blah, 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 blah. Muppum and Huppum. Muppum and Huppum. And Ard. Muppum, Huppum, and Ard. These were the sons of Rachel, 14 persons. The son of Dan was Husham. All the persons went with us to G. So Jacob Israel has taken all of these motherfuckers, all of them, to Egypt. All of this is what it says. All the persons who went with Jacob to Egypt, who came from his body, besides Jacob's sons' wives, were 66 persons in all. So that just
has 66 kids.
Yeah, in total, all the people that come from his body. So kids, grandkids, I guess.
Kids.
Organ injection. Yahoy hoy, Quinn God here. This interjection is for no other reason but to add a little bit of lubrication between the last little bit of chit chat and the next little bit, because we had a slight little technical issue. Plus, we talked a heap of shit, which was all meaningless. And the Quinn God's editing skills certainly not good enough to stitch these two separate conversations together.
One besides the prophet.
All right, so we just went through a fuck ton of stupid genealogy again, and I don't know where to start.
Which it turns out that Kebevan is a deeply invested student of.
I am. I'm very invested.
Thanks to?
In the people I can't remember the name of in the story that was very morally apt.
Thanks to?
The chart.
Useful charts. Shout out to Useful Charts. All right. So I'm going to read that last one little tiny bit. All the persons who went with Jacob to Egypt, who came from his body besides Jacob's sons' wives, were 66 persons in all. And the sons of Joseph, who were born to him in Egypt, were 2 persons. We're talking about, because Joseph banged his Egyptian wife. All the persons of the house of Jacob who went to Egypt were 70.
Every single one of them was exactly 70?
Yeah, apparently.
Or I think at least 70.
Besides Jacob's sons' wives, because they don't count.
So, the only people who weren't directly related to him were 70.
Yes. Yeah, even though what came out of Jacob's sons' wives' vaginas were directly related to him, they didn't count because they just produced it.
Does that mean it's more than the 66 or whatever they said?
Yes, because they added Jacob and his sons, but they must have added. That's 66 plus 3.
They said he came across with everyone who came out of him, basically, which may not even include his wife. Does he have a wife? Is she dead?
Probably. I wasn't listening, but they're just saying 66 persons. Then they said, and the sons of Joseph who were born to him in Egypt were 2 persons. Oh, maybe the 66 didn't account for Jacob? But anyway, I think they're saying 66 plus 3 people equals 70, which is not true. So anyway, this is very confusing.
So you're saying 70 people? I thought it was 70 years old.
No. You fucking listen, Captain.
Oh, I'm
Fucking hell, cunt.
going down the dark path. Sorry, team.
Oh no.
Were you about to rant about something that was completely wrong?
I feel like I just already did.
I wasn't
was like, they
listening.
can't all be 70. There's like different age. Some of them are parents of each other.
I'm going to have to listen back to this because I didn't listen to any of that. Then he sent Judah before him to Joseph to point out before him the way of Goshen, and they came to the land of Goshen. So Joseph made ready his chariot. Did you
Bow
foretell?
down, motherfucker.
Did you foretell?
No, he legit, the Pharaoh paraded him around Egypt to let everyone know who he was in a chariot.
Oh, dude, I thought you were talking out of your ass. But okay.
Motherfuckers you just don't
I thought he had some
understand.
divination going on.
I divinated it from a cup.
So probably 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of our meat sacrifice might have been yelling at me earlier for going, why didn't you
They
remember
better
the
have.
chariot?
Everyone should be listening to Kebevin.
Made ready his chariot and went up to Goshen to meet his father Israel. They're still going back and forth between Jacob and
Do they call him
Israel.
Israel?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a title. And I've thought about this last time we were thinking about it. Maybe it was like his title is Israel or some shit. I don't know what that would mean.
So he's the High Israel
The
Jacob.
leader of Israel.
And they called him Israel. And then maybe it's like Israel Jacob.
Maybe. Yeah, let's run with that.
Yeah.
And he presented himself to him and fell on his neck and wept, on his neck a good while.
I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested to know how, with the bit of delay there, how close to being correct I was with the wept prediction.
Yeah, you definitely were on the money. You beat me to it. And Israel said to Joseph, now let me die, since I have seen your face, because you are still alive. Then Joseph said to his brothers and his father's household, I will go up and tell Pharaoh and say to him, my brothers and those of my father's house who are in the land of Canaan have come to me, and the men are shepherds, for their occupation has been to feed livestock, and they have brought their flocks, their herds, and all that they have. So it shall be, when Pharaoh calls you and says, what is your occupation, that you shall say, your servant's occupation has been with livestock. Fuck! So stupid. And then, so basically that's the end of the chapter. He just said what they just said, and that was the end of the chapter. For every shepherd is an abomination to the Egyptians. I don't know why that is.
Are they the ones that solved the famine? And they did that without shepherds. What, aren't shepherds something about farming?
They're
Shepherds,
sheep.
they're herders. Like,
Yeah, herders and sheep and...
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So, like, they're meant to be, like, all over this food production situation.
Are they implying that Egyptians don't have livestock?
Well, they're in the desert.
maybe they're just all about free range.
Are they? Are they in a green part of the map?
No, they're on the yellow sandy part of the map.
They've got to have
Yeah,
some
so I
form of
reckon-
livestock, though, don't they?
Yeah, are they vegan?
They've got to have... No, they're not. Surely they're not vegan.
eating-
They had cats. Do they eat cats? Were they just
That would
fucking...
explain why they're not God's people, though, if they're
Oh,
not
that's-
into meat.
That's a good point.
That's why they're shunned by the Hebrew.
So that secretly got us to the end of chapter 46. So now we move on to chapter 47. Prediction from me is this is going to be just more of a nothing fucking...
They're really ending Genesis in a bad note.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the end of this, and it's just so shit.
I'm gonna praise Quindog's last genealogy chapter performance, though. You did a good job of skimming through and finding funny names. I thought you did a great job.
Because that's the real key here, is funny names.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully I don't have to skim through this one, because we're not really in the middle of a story anymore. Like, we're at the...
There can't be. There's no new hero coming about.
No, we've got a couple of chapters left, and I must admit, I'm a low level reader, but I like reading, and usually the last chapter is pretty boring.
Sum it all up.
Yeah, like the mic drop moments happen, the twist, or the
Clean up all the loose ends.
yeah,
mic drop.
it's crescendoed already.
It comes down to the failure of the mic drop.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, chapter 47. I'm so down right now. Joseph went and told Pharaoh and said, "My father and my brothers, their flocks and their herds, and all that they possess have come from the land of Canaan, and indeed they're in the land of Goshen." Maybe Goshen was in Egypt?
We should have taken the time to look at the Goshen.
Dog interjection. It's exactly at this point, dear listener, that the Brothers Grail stop briefly and I consult Google Earth. Now, Google Earth is 100% at fault here, in my opinion. But what we end up doing is we find a place called Goshen, but it happens to be, I believe now that I've researched, a restaurant in Tel Aviv and not a old biblical town in Egypt. We know Goshen was in Egypt now because from a little bit earlier in the episode, it was a wonderfully fertile part of Egypt, not restaurant in Tel Aviv. So we talk briefly about this and get very confused, and you will hear some upcoming parts of the episode which are also very confusing but explained by this error, once again caused by Google Earth, not Queen God. Queen God interjection. Pharaoh, we've come to dwell in... When Pharaoh said to his brothers, "What is your occupation?" And they said to Pharaoh, "Your servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers." And they said to Pharaoh, "We have come to dwell in the land because your servants have no pasture for their flocks, for the famine is severe in the land of Canaan. Now therefore, please let your servants dwell in the land of Goshen." So that would be a pretty green area right down near the ocean. Then Pharaoh spoke to Joseph, saying, "Your father and your brothers have come to you. The land of Egypt is before you. Have your father and brothers dwell in the best of the land. Let them dwell in the land of Goshen." They're just saying the fucking same thing again. And if you know any...
Who's saying this, sorry?
This is the Pharaoh saying this.
Yeah, so it's not even the dude with the divination powers.
No. Well,
Telling him where to go.
He's not as... Well, I guess because he's who he is, the Pharaoh is allowing him and his family to take the best shit, I suppose.
Yeah, okay.
Because of his divination. "And if you know any competent men among them, and make them chief herdsmen over my livestock." I thought they said they didn't like herdsmen.
No, they don't like shepherds.
Well, what's the difference?
I don't know. Wording, semantics.
Then Joseph brought in his father Jacob and set him before Pharaoh, and Jacob blessed Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Jacob, "How old are you?" And Jacob said to Pharaoh, "The days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. Few and evil have been the days of the years of my life." I don't know what the fuck that means. "And they have not attained to the days of the years of the life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage." Does anybody know what the fuck that means?
No.
Sounded mystical.
It did sound
Did it?
mystical.
It sounded like an old man ranting fucking bullshit to me. So Jacob...
I'd follow him.
You'd follow Jacob?
Yeah, if he spoke to me like that, I'd be like, "You know what, Spot? I'm on board, mate."
So Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. And Joseph situated his father and his brothers and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the land of the Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. Was this Pharaoh Ramses at this stage? Maybe that's who it was. Then Joseph provided his father, his brothers, and all his father's household with bread, according to the number in their families. Now there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very severe, so that the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan languished because of the famine. Didn't he just give them bread? And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan for the grain which they had bought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. So when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in your presence? For the money has failed." This is so very confusing. Then Joseph said, "Give me your livestock." Oh, scam! Joseph said, "Give your livestock, and I will give you bread for your livestock." That's not a great trade, I don't think.
Or maybe the livestock's all thin and like not worth butchering, but the grain you can eat. So right now you win, but later on when they're all fat, I win.
Maybe. I guess so. And I will give you bread for your livestock if the money is gone. So they brought their livestock to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for the horses, the flocks, the cattle of herds, and for the donkeys. Thus he fed them with bread in exchange for all their livestock that year. When that year had ended, they came to him the next year and said to him, "We will not hide from my lord what money is gone. My lord also has our herds of livestock. There is nothing left in the sight of my lord but our bodies and our lands." Is it just getting worse and worse and worse? The famine, like
Sounds like it.
I would not be picturing that this is the end of a holy.
it seems. Well, maybe there's another mic drop brewing. So this is just getting more dire.
Where can they possibly be building to?
I don't know. It's getting more dire and more dire.
Well, his divination in his cup. He's like, they're going to need this, and I can play them in this way. So he's slowly getting everything off them till all they got left is
This
the
is
bodies in front of you.
the ultimate scam.
It's almost saying that the entire world is like this one very specific area.
That's what they think.
Yeah,
It's
nothing's
like the whole
happening.
world is just this one spot on
Yeah.
the globe.
Yeah, well, these are the important people.
So
Wha-
they're kind of conquering the world to a degree.
Yeah, well, and to be fair, like I guess the world would have to be pretty small in that there's no aeroplanes, right? Like you can't go around the world. So the scope of how far you might be able to travel, or the scope of how far you know exists, has to be a little
Yeah.
bit limited.
And I don't know how good their boats are, whether they're big voyaging boats.
I feel like God should be a bit more global though.
Yes, yeah, that seems to be a no-brainer, really. Hey, does he care about what's happening to the people of Indonesia right now?
And it's so many, like we've seen so many generations of God family that do the same shit over and over again to spread across such a small plot, like part of the world. It's nothing's happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you had a god on your side, you think you could grow a little bit bigger
And then we're
and
talking
faster?
Yeah, if you've
hundreds of years also.
Yeah, they're all living for a long time.
yeah, they don't hold much power, given that God is in their back pocket at all.
You should do a Quindog ejection to just use like Ingham and Air as reference points, I reckon.
Sure.
It's like where they
Yeah.
would, like
So
the distance
Goshen-
between these places.
Yeah, just visually, I reckon Goshen to Cairo is Brisbane to Ballarat.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a very big
No,
distance.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't even know where I was up to.
Good work, Captain.
I think he just said how old he was. Hey, the years of my life and attained the days. So was that really confusing old man that the captain thought was
Amazing.
Yeah. So Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh, and Joseph situated his father and his brothers and gave them possession of the land in Egypt. And then Ramses. That's where we were up to. Then Joseph provided his father, his brothers, and all his father's household with bread, according to the number in their families. I did that bit too. This is fucking so stupid that I just can't remember what I've read. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan for the grain which they had brought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. So when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, "Give us." I've read this, hey.
I don't fucking know, mate.
No, I don't know if I fucking
that
read
was
it either.
sort of part of the scam, I think. But yeah, I'm zoning out.
So they brought their livestock to Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread. Yeah, I've definitely read that. Herds of livestock, there's nothing in the sight of our Lord but our bodies and our lands. Why should we die before your eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread. So is this...
He's going to own everyone.
This
slaves.
is where Jacob takes Goshen and that whole area, which is now Israel. I think this is where they take this off Egypt.
Joseph used his divination powers to help Jacob take over the world.
Yeah.
Is this Joseph buying everyone, or is this Jacob buying everyone?
Well, I think by default, Jacob is now back in charge of the family. Because the old man situation thing.
He got
Yeah?
up, stopped pretending to be injured from his wrestle with God, and he's like, "Mate, I am the power.
I got this.
Joseph. Then Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. For every man of the Egyptians sold his field because the famine was severe upon them, and so the land became Pharaoh's. Oh, he's buying it on
He's
behalf
buying
of
it
the
for the
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. So the Pharaoh has all the food,
Fuck.
and he's just getting everything back.
So how does Joseph become great here? And as for the people,
He owns more of that other area.
He moved the people into the cities from one end of the borders of Egypt to the other end. Only the land of the priests he did not buy, for the priests had rations allotted to them by the Pharaoh, and they ate their rations which Pharaoh gave them. Therefore they did not sell their lands. Then Joseph said to the people, "Indeed, I have bought you and your land this day for Pharaoh. Look, here is seed for you, and you shall sow the land." And I was always nervous that the Bible would turn into this, and in hindsight, it's not surprising. But far out, this is so boring. I just don't know if I have it in me to continue. Came to pass in the harvest that you should give 1/5 to the Pharaoh. 4/5 shall be your own as seed for the field and for your food, and those for your household little ones. So they said, "You have saved our lives. Let us find favor in the sight of my Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants." And Joseph made it law over the land of Egypt to this day that Pharaoh should have 1/5 except for the lands of the priests only, which did not become Pharaoh's. So Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions there and grew and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years, so the length of Jacob's life was 147 years. When the time drew near that Israel must die, so within 2 sentences, they just said Jacob and Israel, he called his son...
But are they saying that Jacob as the title, because Kebevim was saying that it's a title?
Yeah, maybe.
Are they saying that the title has kind of ended? Or
if it is, they're not...
The dude ended and...
They're not explicit. If that is the case, they're certainly not explicit about it.
Yes, it's shit.
Fucking hell. How do I make this into an interesting...
I reckon what happened was people went, fuck, they haven't kept up this name that they gave him. It must be something else. What else could it mean? It must be...
So they invented the name of Israel later.
I think it's when you make a story suit your outcome.
Maybe.
Is how I figure it.
Quinn God, you should promote these as 2 epic episodes that are the most boring 2 episodes anyone's ever.
So I build them up, and then they're like the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. No, that at least had things happen. It might have been shit, but it was like stuff was going on.
I remember that time you laughed at the bread, Luke. That was good.
There's the genealogy chapter.
That was pretty good too.
Funny name.
There have been a couple of little giggles.
Remember the sacks? And emptying them when they got home?
Hey, are you confident, Quinn God, that you'll get 2 episodes out of this?
Oh, yeah, good point. We've recorded for well over 2, but maybe I've got to be brutal here, hey? Because I've got to make the balance, because when I listen back to it, it's a little bit more funny to me than it would be to anyone else, I think. And so I've got to be a bit more brutal.
Yeah.
A bit more discerning when it comes to cutting shit out. When the time drew near that Israel must die, he called his son Joseph and said to him, "Now, if I have found favor in your sight, please put your hand under my thigh."
Oh, the thigh promise is back.
Drop. Mic drop.
There it is. That's what we've been waiting for. This is what this whole chapter's been leading to.
We are so underwhelmed.
Hand under the thigh.
We're so underwhelmed by all this shit that we're just a thigh promise is making us happy.
I nearly emptied my
Don't
sack.
you pretend that you wouldn't be excited. If there was a thigh promise on every page, we'd celebrate it.
I think so too. Where am I? Please, put your hand under my thigh and deal kindly and truly with me. Please, do not bury me in Egypt, but let me lie with my fathers. You shall carry me out of Egypt and bury me in their burial place. And he said, I will do as you have said. Then he said, swear to me. And he swore to him. So Israel bowed himself on the head of the bed.
Ready to be beheaded?
Is he lying with his fathers in a biblical way?
Or carnal?
So fuck me. All right. So we have
Is that the end?
we
Are
got
we done
three.
yet?
We got 3 fucking chapters.
Bullshit.
Oh, fuck.
I thought we were going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We're not going to make
Yeah,
it.
nah. I
Are
think
we the problem?
Can't be us.
We might just need to shut up. Maybe it's just a whole episode of him reading the book. We can just go over that. You might need to read ahead for
yeah,
the next
fucking hell.
episode.
no. I refuse to read ahead.
Homework's for losers.
I sort of if I knew there was a thigh promise coming up in that last bit, I wouldn't have been as excited.
That's the crescendo.
That's very true.
We got to end on the thigh promise.
All right. So this outro, we're going to go and say massive apologies, meat sacrifice.
We did say from the start the Bible can't always be good. There's
No.
going to be some shit stories.
Yeah.
And guess what we got?
I don't-
Shit stories.
I just worried that we made it worse. That's my biggest concern is that what was already real shit, we could have probably gotten through in one episode or like in half the time. And
It
then
can't be on us though,
it'd
can
be
it?
over.
Look, could you imagine if it was just solid reading for the whole episode? Because to make it all happen faster,
Yeah.
that would have been the outcome.
Fuck. If it was a straight reading, holy shit.
At least it would be over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as long as one of you two paid attention and could fill me in 2 sentences of what it was.
Well,
for,
you summed it
I
up
would
in
have
2
been-
minutes.
Yeah, you did a good sum up.
I thought Kebevin did a good one. I just cut out the extra bonus trip that wasn't necessary.
We apologize, meat
Shit story.
sacrifice.
Yeah. We're not coming close to the Yazidis this month.
No,
No.
the Yazidis are safe for one more chapter, or one or two more episodes.
Hang tight, meat followers. It gets better.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
know.
Look,
Maybe
we're promising.
Not quite
We're making promises just like Ruben did. We're making promises we can't deliver on.
Kebevin, put your hand under my
We're just
thigh.
scamming them.
Thigh promise time, guys. Let's
Meat
do it.
sacrifice.
I'm not doing a thigh promise that this is going to be good.
No,
Ever.
could be empty. All right. Well, thank
Too
you,
sacred.
Captain. I
You
think
sound so dejected.
I feel dejected. The chapters that I thought like the same as every story ever fucking written. I thought the end of it would be
We
fun.
got 3 chapters left.
No, true. Yeah. Okay.
You're selling it short here. This is not the ending.
So maybe this is the
I
lead
think
up.
the ending was Joseph becoming
The
the
all-powerful
powerful man
ruler.
of Egypt. I think that to me was where it ended.
They
And
should've-
The rest is just, and then they did this, and then they did that,
Yeah.
and then that was the end.
I
think
just
that was
like
the
how
end,
he only happened
where-
across his family by chance. He didn't seek them out at all, despite him having all that power.
That's a good point. Yeah, they just landed in his
And-
lap.
Like everything else
not
in
just
life.
the power, but the emotion. He had a lot of emotion going into his scheme that he did. Like
He had
he
daddy
was
and brother
obviously
issues.
very deeply hit by the betrayal,
Yeah.
but instead of seeking them out, he just waited till they came to him, or didn't think they would ever come to him, but then they did. But he has divination powers, so I assume he knew.
He
that.
foresaw them kneeling before him.
He must have. Hey,
Maybe
I think
he
it's
just
further
maybe he
proof
just
of my
trusted the
divination.
process.
fuck. All right, Genesis. We are so close to the end of Genesis that I can taste it. It tastes like plain bread at the moment. Don't you
I
think?
love plain bread. Don't
Yeah.
you? Don't you?
Stale
Love plain bread?
Stale plain
Stale
bread.
plain bread.
And we'll get there. We'll get there. Stick with us, meat sacrifice, because we are going to get through this Bible and we're going to learn what it all means and we're going to tell you the truth of it. Thank you, Captain.
We're not going to promise you it's to be fun though.
No,
I am. I
Oh.
promise.
Kebevin's leaning into it.
I promise.
I promise?
will never die.
It's a thigh promise from the Kebevin. All right. This is the Brothers Grail signing out. 1 episode to go in Genesis. Promise.
We promise.
That's if I promise I can get behind. I can promise the next episode will be the last one. I think that's when we can do.
Then we go
I'll
to
try to miss
Exodus.
that.
We're going to Exodus after that. So, fuck, who knows where that's going to go. All right. Brothers Grail, we say good night. Peace.